What's going on, MCOC? It's Pastor Coco, the Subpar Summoner, coming with you my very first war video. It's season 36, it's War 5. I was going to record the first official war of this season, but I zipped through my fights, and then I was like, oh, I was going to record those for a war video, but I remember to do it this time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my war process and how I pick stuff, and then we'll jump into the fights. So I usually run Path 6 in war most of the time. We're on the intermediate map, I think. We're like Tier 10, Tier 11, somewhere in there. I'm a part of the Must Be Champions Alliance. We're a pretty casual alliance. We do 2 BGs optional in war, and we finished right at the top of Silver 1 the last 2 seasons. I think we were like 30, 40, somewhere in there. So not a super competitive war alliance or anything like that, but I enjoy jumping into war, and I'm hoping that this season we can finally jump into that gold bracket. We've been really close the last 2 seasons. I do a combination of things when I'm picking a war team. I usually I try to stick with Path 6 because I like that path, and usually I know what kind of defenders are going to be there, but I double check the defenders before I pick my team. But I usually try to find the best combination of something to counter either the node and the defenders, or someone that can double up for help on Boss Island. So, but Path 6 has a lot of prowess-based nodes, at least on the tier we were on. So most of the time, people are going to be putting mutants there because they've got prowess, and of course, that means I'm going to bring my boy Nimsy in most of the time. I'll get a 565 Nimrod. He's fantastic. He can waltz through that path most of the time. We didn't have that this time in this war, which you'll see here in a little bit. But I try to balance out countering defenders and nodes, and then, if possible, I bring in somebody that can counter those boss fights in the boss island so I can help out there as well. So let's jump over to the war, and we'll talk about each of the fights we had this time around. Alright, so we're going to be starting out actually in Section 2 on this video because there were no defenders on Path 6 in Section 1, so nice and easy. We got a Hit Monkey with Superior Specials and Prowess built up unblockable. I brought in Falcon for the anti-evade this time instead of Mole Man. I sometimes bring Mole Man, but decided to bring Falcon this time, and we're going to lock on, and then we're just going to waltz right through this Hit Monkey because, you know, 5-star defenders, not that is necessarily a bad thing, but this was a really easy fight. Just lock on and then punch, and Hit Monkey's done. So real easy solo with Falcon. My Falcon is rank 3, so he's hitting pretty hard at this point. And then the second one, we've got Corvus Glaive on this node, which has Prowess build up unblockable and Hard Knock Life. I've got a rank 3 Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and so I'm pretty much just going to ignore the Hard Knock Life node. I'm not worried about that. That's the one you're going to get a disorient when you parry. I wasn't concerned about that. Like I said, I've got this rank 3, and so I knew that this Corvus was going to go down pretty fast. You know, it's a balance. These nodes take advantage of having a lot of prowess, but that makes you Nimrod food, unless you're using Bishop, which, unless it's on a boss node, I can pretty much handle Bishop with Nimrod as well. But that takes care of that first section fight, and then we're going to jump over to the boss island here in just a second. Alrighty, so I brought Nimrod to handle the left side of Boss Island if I went that way because there was a Professor X, but someone else took that side, so I decided to take this side. We got Hit Monkey. He's on the Recovery and Safeguard node. This fight would go a little faster with Mole Man, maybe. But the cool thing I learned, and I did not know this, is that Falcon's lock-on apparently also bypasses the Safeguard node. So once again, just like before, we're going to lock on and we're just going to pound Hit Monkey, and you see he's taking more than 1% damage because the lock on has shut down that Safeguard node. I think I ended up taking a weird hit here in a minute. Or no, maybe that was the next fight. Oh no, that's right. Ran out of lock on, so had to whittle down, and then there it was right there. I tried to dash in, and I got hit with a special one, but Still going to eke out the solo. Took a little more damage than I should have. But still a pretty easy solo here with Falcon on this Hit Monkey. And nice to know, if you didn't know, that Falcon shuts down that safeguard node. I healed up a little bit just because I couldn't remember what nodes were on this thing, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough health to finish this fight. So Falcon is a fantastic thing counter. This fight will go a little slower because it's on polka dot power. So Falcon doesn't have a way to put a debuff on him. So I won't be gaining any power in this fight. But as you'll see, that's not necessarily a big problem. Falcon's going to handle this thing pretty well. So we're going to lock on so we don't have to worry about rock stacks. And then we're just going to pound away. Sam's going to get the job done. So far we got a nice clean run of solos going in this war. And we've got one more fight after this thing. But as you can tell, this rank 3 Falcon's having no trouble taking down this 5-star thing. And then here in just a second, we'll see this final fight and see if we can finish off this war with a clean record. Alrighty, so now we're going to show this last fight. We got Cosmic Ghost Rider on the Bane and Best Defense and Hard Knock Life node. He's also got Limber, so we're going to go back to our Clairvoyant. And this is a pretty easy fight. At this point, you know, I'm a Thronebreaker now, so I mean, we've seen Bane a ton in EQ and story content, so getting really used to fighting Bane, and honestly just kind of ignoring it for this fight because I saw how quickly he was going down. This is just a 5-star, not a rank 3 or rank 4 defender or anything, so I just went ahead and got into Curse of Hellfire and got up to that special 2 and launched it and finished him off. And so we finished off that, and then we'll see here in just a second how we finished up the war. Alright, so as you can see here, we came away with the victory, which is not surprising. There was basically Section 1 was empty of defenders, so they didn't have full placement, but had 5 clean solos in this war, so I was happy with that performance. You can't see it in this screenshot, but I missed out on getting an MVP slot, which surprised me. I'm not upset because, I mean, it's, you know, we won the war, so that's the important part, but with taking out one whole side of Boss Island, I expected that I would get one of those slots, but that's all right. We got some really good players that are with us this season, so I wasn't surprised to see who got the MVP slots either. So thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe our channel. It's tinyurl.com/subparsummoner, and you can hit me up on Twitter at PastorCoco and the number 2. So let me know what you want to see on the channel. I'm going to try to get videos out, at least a video once a week. I'm getting close to finishing off Superior King. That's the only quest I got left to do completion on 7.4. So hopefully I'll have a rewards opening here soon for that. Probably won't be very many crystal openings here for a little while because I'm saving up to buy those Quicksilver featured 6 stars once Quicksilver's in there. But hopefully I'll see you more regularly. So hope all your crystal pulls are subpar.